There's the darkness. No! And it's gone. The first period had just ended. All the guys gathered around the new students as soon as the teacher left the room. Everyone had been waiting for the chance to talk to them. It's really a pain in the ass to see some of this because the font is just...
前世の頃から愛していました。
Someone stop him.
無理でしょ。目の前に人参ぶら下げられた馬状態だもん。いつきくん、生き生きしてますね。
Yeah, like a fish in water.
薬を得たヤクザじゃない。
You're right.
それはいくらなんでも否定はできないですけど。
Even the always nice Kaide is just like, I can't deny that he does seem like he's beyond level with that. Kaide smelled well, even she had a bad impression of him. Oh. Suddenly I saw the two girls looking at me with a sad expression. But that was just for a split second. That was a very big change, wasn't it? From a sad face to just like, ah! They quickly put bright smiles on their faces and interacted with other students as if trying not to make me concerned. However, Kaide noticed their expression. She grabbed onto my uniform with a look of concern. Mayumi, can I talk to you for a moment?
何？
You stay here, Kaide. I glanced towards the hallway and left the room. So, Mayumi, do you have any further information about those two?
あのね、二人とも七味くんに会うためにこっちに出てきたんでしょ？全然知らないわけ？
But I was just a kid. I scratched my cheek in confusion. I actually did do that right there. I was like, I really didn't remember anything. Perhaps I did play with someone like them, but my memory was hazy at best. I can remember something that only happened once. However, part of me felt guilty about the whole situation. I wish something would help me remember the past.
ま、子供の記憶なんてそんなものだろうけど。
I can barely remember anything from like far back into my childhood, really. I mean, like, in the 90s, I can't remember most of it, really. The only reason I'm able to remember some bits of it is because, well, towards the end of the 90s was a pretty bad time for my family, so I can remember that, but at the same time, I feel like it's been mentally blocked out because how bad it was. But, like, you know, like your parents, like, with cameras back in the day, just like film Christmas Day, birthdays, and it's from that I'm able to even remember partially any of my past from the 90s, really. The 2000s, though, I can remember a bit from there. There were some decent memories, some not so decent memories, and why am I going on about this anyway? Mayumi sighed and crossed her arms. She always did this when she was thinking about something.
シアちゃんのことに関してはさすがによく知らないのね。種族違うし。カレハ先輩にでも聞いてみたら？同じ親族なわけだし。でもネリナ様のことだったら少しくらいなら知ってるわよ。
You have good information about the world of devils, huh? I only have a few more minutes until the break is over. I can't ask both of them. We're gonna ask about Shia. Of course, the first floor of Rabina Academy was mostly teachers, officers, and other administrative rooms. The juniors were on the third floor and the seniors on the second. Wait, isn't it usually the other way around? I opened the door with 3B written on it and stepped inside the room. It was a senior's classroom, but there were Asa Senpai I screwing up my lines because of the font. I'd been there several times before, so I wasn't hesitant to pop in. Hey, Asa Senpai, Screw Senpai here. Stir! Excuse me for interrupting. Yeah, it's not that I was shy, I was scared to death. They were all looking at me with a fierce look as if they held an extreme grudge against me. I don't remember doing anything wrong to the seniors. It's not like I'm Mitsuki who's been a jerk and done stuff like steal the guy's girlfriend. is. So he has actually done that.
とりあえずはもう少し自分の立場を理解することから始めるといいかも。
The door opened suddenly and someone familiar appeared and spoke with a bright voice.
リンさんは今や学園一の有名人さんですから。
A beautiful blonde girl stood there with a smile on her face. Even the seniors know about it?
3年どころか学園全体に広まってるけど、リンちゃんの幸せ指数全開物語。
How do these rumors spread so quickly? It might sound like a happy story from the outside.
あれま、もしかしてリンちゃん不幸指数全開？
You just witnessed the position I'm in right now.
まあ周囲の気持ちもわかるかな。リンちゃんただでさえ楓の件で睨まれてるし。
Well, really, if you look at it, he's like got some really beautiful girls that are only interested in him. And like some guys just like, assholes, son of a bitch, how could you just fucking, just like, hey, it's not my fault, we don't care if it's not your fault, stop existing right now!
楓さん、学園のアイドルですものね。
According to Itsuki, Kaide's looks were top class. She was well-mannered, intelligent, athletic, had a godly smile, kindness like does Hishtaba, showed total devotion and acted just a little bit silly. Her sense of perfection was supposed to be the miracle of this millennium.
学園中の男子が狙っているのに、学園中の男子が玉砕決定だもんね、楓の場合。
Even the ones that are in relationships.
で、新たなアイドルの登場に喜んだところで、またしてもリンちゃん。ああ、そりゃ石の一つも投げたくなるかも。
I seriously don't remember meeting those two girls. I kind of remember that I met strange girls, but I'm not even sure they were those two. I don't even remember what happened. I can't just accept becoming their fiancé like this.
つまり婚約者候補になるほど疲れるようなことをした覚えがないっていうわけね。
Well, we've found out about Nerina's one, but we have no idea about Shia's one, so this route we're gonna find out. Let's want to know about Lishi Anfus. You're from the Will of the Gods, right, Korea-senpai? Do you know anything about her?
シア様のことですか？少しくらいでしたら知っていますけれど。
You remember Asa-senpai's route when her hair came down? It was really long. Oh, look at this. It's short there, so is it just... It doesn't look like it really... Is that really holding more hair than it looks, or is there something in the back holding more hair up? I don't get it. How the hell that goes from that to kind of hair that's on par with this in length, I just don't know. Random observation. Her face suddenly lit up after a few moments. Oh no, is she losing her mind?
わざわざ聞きに来られるということは、兄さんはやっぱりシア様のことを？
No, I'm just interested.
気になるだなんてそんな。
Her eyes started glowing more, a joyful aura surrounded her.
そんな。でも付き合ってる者同士ですし。
Ow! She got excited and started blushing. I didn't know how to calm her down anymore. She's lost her mind.
完全に入っちゃったかな、これは。これさえなければいい子なんだけどね、彼はもう。
As the senpai smiled wryly, I couldn't ask her anything else for the rest of the day.
ま、今日のところは残念でしたっと。
But we didn't learn anything. Korea senpai was notorious for losing her mind to delusions. It's pretty amazing. It's final lunchtime. I leaned pauselessly against my desk as I spoke, and then the desk just collapsed.
リン君、大丈夫ですか？
I'm pretty hurt. I mean, I just slipped on my desk and it just collapsed. I appreciate it, Gotti, for being so considerate. Ever have that happen to you? I don't recall ever, like, a desk collapsing, but it could happen, man. I really thought I was going to die today, and the worst... Well, it's not the worst, obviously, but one annoying thing is, if, like, some douchebag removes your chair as you're about to sit down. I'm not sure if that's ever happened to me, but I know it's happened to plenty of people. Guys from the whole academy had gathered around the two girls during every break. They all gave me a fierce look of jealousy, hatred, and anger. If people were capable of killing someone with a curse, I would have died so many times today. I think Miss B was being considerate when she made sure not to assign them the seats next to mine. You know, wasn't it not long ago they uploaded a part of Persona 4 where King Morin was like, what does resentment mean? And it's exactly that. They resent you, man. Resentment.
お昼ご飯食べられそうですか？もし厳しいようなら午後は早退させてもらった方が。
Or maybe it was recording wise that I got to that. I can't even remember anymore. Because I've recorded a lot and I've uploaded quite a bit and it just kind of gets confusing. Like, I look at the upload just like, okay, that. And then I'd be recording just like, okay, that. Okay, so then I'd look at both and it's just like, which one is the one I uploaded and which one's the one I recorded recently? What happened? And it's just a cluster to me. I'm fine, it's my policy not to miss a meal, let's go. Should really just focus on this right now, because I'm confusing myself now with freaking going on and on like I usually do. I urge myself to lift my body and stand up. There were two types of lunch offered at the academy, the packed lunch and the school lunch. I usually ate whatever kind of made, joining her along with Itsuki and sometimes Mayumi on the rooftop. Hey, Itsuki. I saw him emerging from the crowd of guys surrounding two girls. I also saw the girls following after him.
いいシアちゃんとネリネちゃん昼食一緒で問題ないよね
I felt the stare of every guy in our class, and as soon as Itsuki belted that out, of course they'd be looking at me with piercing stares. I guess I'll be getting this treatment no matter what I do. Why should I refuse that? I'm cool with that. The two pretty girls smiled joyfully at my reply. They hadn't done anything to wrong me. They were just rather confused about how the others were treating them. I should just accept this difficult situation. I'm glad to have two new good-looking friends. I smiled wryly while leaving the classroom with everyone. The bright sunlight told me that summer was near and the base was here. The wind blew softly, providing comfort from the heat. We sat down in a circle to get our lunches in the beautiful weather. I tried to ignore the jealous looks coming from the other guys surrounding us.
やっとリン君と話せます。なんかここまでの時間がすごく長く感じちゃいました。私もです。いろいろとお話ししたいこともあったんですけれど、不思議ですね。いざお話できるようになったら、みんなどこかに飛んでいってしまいました。
Their faces were full of joy. How could I stay sane while seeing beautiful smiles like these? My heart was racing just from sitting with them.
とりあえず、シアさんとリンさんはい、そう呼んでいただければ。
I'll call you Nerene. I feel awkward calling someone else by my name.
それは確かにですね。
Man, that'd be weird if I met someone with the same name as me. Which wouldn't be surprising. I mean, my first name's very common and all. It'd just feel a bit awkward, I'd imagine.
リン
What is it?
殴っていいかい
No. Don't smile at me like that, it's scaring me.
でもいいの？何がです？もっと盛大に「いやーリンくん会いたかった!」とか言ってど 飛びついたりとか。
But then everyone else would jump on him, but not in the same way. They'd be beating the crap out of him.
七味くんに会うためなんでしょ今回の転校。
Granted, if like a bunch of guys piled him on the roof here, some of them might accidentally go over the roof in the confusion and rage. Yeah, and Rennie looked at each other and stuck their tongues out.
本音を言うとですね、すっごくやりたかったんですけど、大勢の皆さんの前でそれをやってしまうと、リン様にご迷惑がかかってしまうと思いましたので。
She turned red. These two are just unreal.
できる。自らの本心を抑えてまでも相手を立てようと尽くす女。楓、ライバルは手強いわよ。頑張らないと。まゆみちゃん。
とりあえずリン、
What is it?
殴っていいかい？天に届くほど音高く。
Definitely not. I could tell from his look that he was being serious. I was gonna make a joke there, but I didn't.
お二人は幼い頃にリン君と出会ったっていうことですけど。
No, I don't know why I even said that. It's like, I was gonna make a joke, but I didn't. That was a stupid thing to say. I was just thinking randomly of that one South Park episode with the PSP, and I couldn't remember if it was Asians or Japanese. Like, if it was specifically Japanese or Asians, but I remember like them saying, this one Japanese kid got like further than Kenny, and just like, you idiot, Japanese people don't have souls. Because he said like, beat you so hard that your soul will leave your body, but I couldn't remember if it was specifically Japanese or if it was just Asians.
8年前かな。お父さんの仕事の関係でこっちの世界に来てたんですけど、やっぱり退屈ね。それで逃げ出したのはいいんですけど、そのまま迷子になっちゃったんです。
Seriously, I should have just gone with the joke, not explain the joke. It ruins the point.
やっぱり本で見たからって電車を使ったのが敗因かな。駅名も何もわからなかったし。
And then I heard a song called Don't Stop Believing.
またチャレンジャーなことを。
She was pretty brave compared to how she looked. You know, do you think that maybe some like trains, like when working at midnight, will have that song play? That would be pretty awesome, actually. Can you imagine getting on a train and that's the first thing you hear as you step on? Took the midnight train going anywhere. That's not something an ordinary kid with no money would have done.
それで途方に暮れてた私をリン君が見つけてくれまして、そのまま大人の人たちに発見してもらえるまで遊んでたんです。あの時のお父さん大ざめちゃってて、もう少しで世界観戦争になるところだったんですよね。
That's not something you should be smiling about. If the world ended for that reason, it would be due to the helpless acting of a child.
私もしやちゃんと同じです。お父様の付き添いでこの人間界に来て、そのままはぐれてしまって、気がついたらこの町に。そこでリン様に出会ったんです。
リン、君はいつ源氏物語計画なんて高度な技を見つけたんだい？
I don't have any techniques.
つまりは無意識にと。いかが思われます楓さん。目の前にこんないい女がいたにもかかわらずのこの仕打ち。どう思う何も私が何かされたわけじゃないですし。
She was confused about how to answer the question. Her face turned sad for a moment.
それに8年前なら私は何も言う権利ありませんから。え？
8 years ago, Kat and I had a totally different relationship. People who only knew us back then would have been surprised to see how we'd ended up. That's right, I remember something. And years ago was that time.
でもこうしてリン君とお話できてやっと実感が湧きました。人間界に来たんだなって。
She looked happy. And Renee blushed at the same time.
私もです。リン様にまたお会いすることができたのだと。
Years ago I was in full of sadness. What? I was full of sad and painful emotions. That's why I couldn't leave those sad girls alone. I don't really remember what they looked like, but now I remember meeting two strange girls. It was the neighborhood park and in front of the station. She and Rene's faces lit up as they heard me mutter.
思い出してくれました。思い出していただけたのですか？
They came closer to me. Not clearly enough, but vaguely.
たとえ少しでも立派な朗報です。
She held her hands in front of her chest and smiled like sunshine itself. I bet she would have jumped around if she hadn't been sitting down.
感激です。
She was also holding her hands and gazing far away as if in a world of dreams.
まあとんでもないライバルが出てきたのは確かみたいね、楓。
One second. Sorry about that. Just freaking dogs barking. Could you hear the neighbor's dog barking, then our dog's barking, and it was like, okay, this is Bugman now. What the fuck's going on out there? Didn't really see anything, but yeah.
あゆみちゃん。
実に羨ましい状況だね、リン。殴っていいかい？記憶を失うほど情熱的に。
Will you let me beat you back?
でもリン君の生活に無理に割り込むつもりはないんですよ。ねえリンちゃん。はい。リン様にはあくまで今まで通りの生活をしていただければ。あとは私たちの努力によるものですし、リン様がどなたに振り抜かれようと、リン様の選んだ女性ですから。それが私であったらいいなとは思っていますけれど。さりげなくアピール。手強いわよ、楓。選ぶのはリン君ですから。
リン。
Just shut up.
とりあえずまだまだ恋人候補の身ではありますが、改めましてよろしくお願いします。まだまだふつつか者ではありますが、よろしくお願いいたします。
Well, I don't want to talk about being a fiance and that for now, but it's nice to meet you both. Things were changing dramatically around me. I never thought I'd be dealing with the kings and the gods and the devils in my life. However, I was trying to accept this new reality. I think something has just started. Now, imagine if that happened in real life. You know, just like the king of the gods and king of devils, or just like that, just appear in real life, come up to you and say, like, that you are a candidate to be the fiancé of their daughters. How would you react? The doorbell rang out of nowhere. Who could it be at this hour? We were relaxing after finishing dinner. It was a little too late for Itsuki and Mayumi to be visiting. Have we even seen them visit once? I don't think they have, actually. They would usually show up earlier or at least call before visiting. I mean, I was a senpai and all that, sure, but I'm not sure about Itsuki and Mayumi. I'd had a long day, so really just want to relax.
私出てきますね。
I haven't, man. I freaking probably, well, I went to sleep like 6 a.m. Woke up in the afternoon, like right at the start, and I was like, oh, fuck this, I'm going back to bed. Then I finally decided to get up around early evening, and it's now like nearly 9:45, and I'm just like, I can't be asked to stay up any longer than this, I'm going back to bed, but obviously not, because there's going to be editing and possibly recording for The Sims 2. Same old. Kaede left the living room.
リン君。
She came back in a hurry.
新王様と魔王様がお引っ越しの挨拶に。
What?
よーし、まずは一杯行こうぜ、一杯。
いやあ、3杯だよしんちゃん。確か人間界では駆けつけ3杯とかいう風習があったはずだ。
お父様、それはちょっと違うのではないかと。乾杯は杯を干すと書くだっけ？それもかなり違います。
I suddenly realized the situation I was in and felt like I just skipped about 10 pages of my story. So, before I knew it, they dominated the living room and we had a party going on. Though when he said, I feel like I've skipped 10 pages in my story, that could sum up every scene transition really, because it goes from one scene to the next, usually in a kind of way where it feels like there should have been more leading up to the next scene. It's weird. So you mean the magic cards on both sides are?
新王様と魔王様だそうです。
How many times have I been shocked today? Not once, actually. We've seen this scene before, so it's not very shocking. I lost my words as I felt like I'd been through an entire year's worth of surprises in a single day. I mean, maybe the first playthrough, but after that, we already know what's happening, so it's not a surprise anymore. My mind was going blank. The magic houses. Now I understood how those families suddenly disappeared and how those houses were built in an instant.
いやあ、ネリネちゃんのぜひとの頼みだったからね。この国のトップは協力的でいいよ。
正面から睨み合うだけで大体 OK くれるもんな。視野の頼みとあっちゃ聞かねえわけにはいかねえしな。
So, did they intimidate him then, pretty much? Just like, hey, King of the Gods, King of the Devils, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna allow us to stay here, or have you got the balls to turn it down? Like, yeah, it's perfectly fine, yes. Fucking hell, man, that was terrifying. I didn't need to know the details about how they had made this possible. How spoiled are these daughters?
とりあえず学園でのご挨拶も済んだので、今度はお隣として改めてご挨拶に来ました。この国には引っ越しそばっていう風習があるってことだし。
もちろん私の手打ちだよ。
From
お
scratch?
父様は料理が大得意なんです。
Soba noodles made by the King of the Devils? Can this be real? It just doesn't sound right.
でも驚きました。まさかお隣に引っ越してきてたのが新王様と魔王様の家族だったなんて。ねえリンク。
I'm way past surprise. King of the I was about to say the King of the Dogs. No, the King of the Gods and the King of the Devils are living next door to us. Suddenly I felt something heavily strike my back.
釣れねえじゃねえかリンドロ。それから親子の杯交わそうってのに様がねえだろ様はよ。
ショックだよ、ショックだね。いわゆる大ショックというやつだね。
何かリン殿の家では実の親を様付けで呼ぶような風習でもあるのかい？
リンちゃん、それはいけない。これから家族にもなろうという二人がそんな呼び方をしていては絶対に真の親子になんかなれはしない。
You know, it really makes you wonder, like, how the route must go after the end of it. Like, Narene's route, for example. Like, we saw, like, on the roof when she's singing and all that, just like, oh, that's nice and all, but what happens later on? Obviously, somewhere down the line, he probably marries her, and he really does become his father then, in that scenario. So that must be pretty awkward, but he probably is already used to it. The guy's over the topness by that point.
もっと気楽にしていいんだよ。父上でも親父でもどっちか好きな方で呼んでくんな。
私のことはパパと呼んでごらん。
They were like dump trucks with broken brakes. I couldn't think of any other way to describe them. I knew I wouldn't be able to stop them with my power, but I could tell there'd be big trouble if we left them alone. Should I try and stop them or avoid getting hit?
ああ
You have no
呼びかけれ
option.
ばお父様でも構わんよ
They're out of control. I couldn't stop or avoid them.
よしリンドロ飲むぞ親子のちぎれの酒だ
お父様。
なーにめでたい席だよネリネちゃん野暮は言わないのが吉さ
Rene's embarrassed face didn't even bother them.
さあリンちゃん今夜は朝まで飲もうじゃないか親子水入らずで
じゃあお継ぎしますね、おじさま。しおちゃんまで。リンク、どうします？
What can we do? I could tell this day would end up in the top 3 most surprising days of my life. What's worse is that it wasn't even over yet. My ordinary days would turn into extraordinary days from this point on. Goodbye, my peaceful days. Hello, my unimaginable future. I just have to suck it up.
リンくん、大丈夫ですか？
What do you mean? What does she mean? I can't even remember, to be honest. But anyways, I think I'll call it a day for recording on this one, so I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.